Okay, so we're going to try to make this really simple and quick. So first, we want to go to create new. We're going to name this one cons, just short for conditions. Create blank. Not going to set up Firebase, not right now. You don't have to get rid of this, but I like to. So in the column, what we're going to do is go to the widget tree. We're going to add a row, and inside that row, we're going to add a toggle icon. And also inside the row, we're going to add some text. All the text is going to say is option 1, just to make things simple for this video. Now what we could do here is just Control D, duplicate. Let's give it a little padding. And we're going to name this one down here option 2. Now here's where the actual beginning of the tutorial starts. So first, we're going to give these two toggle icons value. And we're going to do that by going to app state and then typing in option 1. And we're going to change that from a string to a boolean. Leave these unchecked, go to create. Then we're going to do the same thing for option 2. Option 2, boolean, there. Then we're going to go back to widget tree, and then we're going to click on option 1's toggle icon. Go to toggle value, which is down here, toggle value. Click that, go to app state, option 1, there. Now we're going to do the same thing for option 2. Toggle value, app state, option 2, there. Now these both have value, and you'll see what I mean later. And now the next step is just to create the conditions for when the button's value should be toggled on and toggled off. And we're going to do that now. And now we're going to click on toggle icon 1. Go to add conditional action, conditions, single condition, first value, which is going to be option 1, from app state, option 1, then equal to, let's say, true. Then we're going to confirm that. So that basically means if the box for option 1 is checked. Now we're going to go to true, meaning that if this box is checked, this action will happen if it's true. Add action, go to state management. Now update app state. We're going to go option 2 because if this is checked, we want to change option 2. Now update type, set value, false. We're going to leave that at false. So what this basically says is if option 1 is checked, then option 2 is going to be unchecked. Basically, that's about it. Now all we're going to do is just do the same exact thing for option 2. Now we're going to click on the toggle icon for option 2, go to actions, add conditional action. Like I said, basically the same thing. Single condition, first value, this time it will be option 2. Set value to true. Like I said earlier, this basically means if option 2 is checked now. Now if option 2 is checked now, we want this to happen over here. So what we're going to do is same exact process, add action, state management, update app state, add field, option 1 this time. Set value, value to set, false. So we're going to leave that the same too. Now we're going to go here, we're going to close this out, and we're going to test it, see what happens. We click on option 1, option 1 is now true. We click on option 2, option 2 is now true, but option 1 is now false. Go to option 1 is true now, now option 2 is now false. Now what we're going to do here next is just play with this a little bit more. So for example, we're going to go back to this column right here. We're going to create a row. We're going to make the alignment in the middle. We're going to add some text here. It says option 1 selected. And what we're going to do here is create another condition, but in another way. Like, here we go. So we go to visibility, meaning that this only shows up when this happens. We're going to go to unset, conditions, single condition, first value is going to be under app state, option 1. Set value, true. So what this means is option 1 selected is only going to show up when option 1 has been selected. Then we go to confirm. There. And then we're going to do the same thing for option 2. But we have to add another text. So what we're going to do for the second option is we're going to change this text right here, but we're not going to change this actual text box. We're just going to layer another one right over top of that. And how we do that is we right click on text, go to wrap widget, and we wrap it in a stack. And then after we wrap it in a stack, click back on text, Control D. Now we're going to go to the second one right here. And instead of option 1, option 2 has been selected. And when I go back and put another text down, you can see how the other layer is still behind it. And if that's a little confusing and you don't want to see that right now, all you have to do is just uncheck this and the text that you don't want to see will disappear. So since this is a second text, what we can do is clear this by turning conditional off and turning it back on, and it should go right back to unset. Now we're going to do the same thing that we did for option 1, but this time we're going to set the value instead of option 1 from app state, we're going to set it to option 2. And then we're going to set that also to true. And there we go. Now we're going to test this out. I already have a session open. Okay, now that this is reloaded, when we click option 1 selected. When we click option 2 selected. When we click neither of them, nothing shows up. All right, so I explained this the best way that I could. If you still need help or you don't understand something, just leave me a comment, or I might have my email in the description where you can reach me there. All right, peace.